Chloe, you can't keep blaming me and everybody for everything wrong in your life. It's so not fair.
I gotta blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
So now it's Rachel's fault too?
Jesus, she was banging that pig, Frank! Bitch lied to my face, Max! I can't trust anybody again. Everybody pretends to care until they don't. Even you.
Chloe Price, you better take that back. Right now.
Okay, fine. But you just don't understand. It's like I'm being punished by the universe.
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
You blame William? Really?
Yes, I do. Damn right. He chose to go out that door and leave me forever.
Chloe, your dad didn't choose to leave you.
I know that, Max. My mom actually blames herself. Just because she wanted a ride home from work. Sometimes, even I blame her.
No, you don't.
Yes, Max, I do. Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? And he never does?
No, of course not. But I was with you that day. It was just a terrible accident.
I wish that made me feel better. But ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
You don't want to hear this, but you're still here, alive, with me. And that is no accident.
You're right. I don't want to hear this.
Chloe, I can't do this out on my own. I need you with me. And Rachel needs you. Oh my God. What is happening now?
Yes, girls. Time for a picture. Cheesecake! Come on now. Say pancake. I can't even see.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Max, tell him. Whoa, hey. You look totally pale. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just... yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Chloe. Give me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Well, I might just allow this one into the family album.
You're the boss.
What is this?
But not the cook.
William is
Hint,
here.
hint, Daddy.
Yes,
And
we can't
Chloe
expect
is
your
just a
mother to
kid.
rush home and serve us slackers.
Am I
Who
that
wants to
far
have
back
an
in
crepes?
You
time?
mean pancakes?
In France, they call them crepes.
I'm 18 years
A good
old
French
inside my
chef needs his
13-year-old
assistance
self.
If you want to eat
How?
We. I volunteer to break the eggs.
Do you remember how many eggs?
Mom said it depends.
That's true.
So how many
Chloe
eggs?
is just
Don't you
so
dare
damn
touch
happy
yourself.
and carefree.
Like you're the real
And
cook
this
here.
is the last time unless I change it.
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
I love William like he was in my own family. I won't let him die today. I won't. Joyce loves William so much. Man, I remember Chloe reading this. But not after today.
Hello?
I know I've seen those pictures before.
Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course, I'll come pick you up. Now I'll...
That's a cool snow dough.
Be there shortly. Love you.
I have to stop William from taking his car today.
Ladies, I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast
You
upon.
are ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
What a mess we made. I remember those cool drawings I did with Chloe. Chloe was so into manga. Nice hair.
Aha! You can't... What? Oh,
Score!
yeah, groceries. Of course, I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
Oh yeah, I miss movie nights here. Cookies and popcorn.
Ladies, I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast
You are
upon.
ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
My family never took fun, goofy photos like this. I forgot about this. Back to the lighthouse.
Shit, where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me!
I know they never took that big vacation.
I knew this thing would come in handy. How the hell did my keys end up here? And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
The swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Just to feast
You are
upon.
ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Shit, where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me! I know I had those keys right here. I know it. Forgot all about you, little buddy. Release the keys. Of course. Last time I ordered from Spy Guy Electronics.
You can take the bus, right? The stop is right down the street.
This I can do. Good call, Max.
Oh yeah, the bus is great. It comes every 15 minutes and there'll be plenty of room for you and Joyce and groceries and it'll save the environment.
You sold me already. I'm off to yonder bus stop. Joyce will love this.
Max, you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
I'm not paying $150 for a concert.
I heard that the Vortex Club parties are wild.
Dude, the service fee is like 50%.
Hello? Are you even listening, Maxine?
All my friends in LA told me that Oregon was
Max.
gonna be wet and cold every day. But
Never,
it's like
Maxine.
75
So that's
degrees
why
and I
she was
haven't seen the
laughing so
rain
hard.
once.
I know. Sorry, Mad Max.
climate change?
You're not pissed at me, right? Right?
No, it's people in Oregon.
Do you want to go
trying
hit the
keep
girls' potty and smoke a
Californians
peace pipe?
out. I think Max is high.
She's acting like so weird. You cool, Max?
Nobody listened when I said we shouldn't let her in the vortex.
Courtney, you don't want anybody in the club.
Like, whatever, bitch. Warren, he hooked up with Stella? Oh no, this is totally fucked up. What else have I changed? Chloe.
Max Caulfield. Taking a break after taking Seattle by storm, huh? We thought we'd never see you again after you left for the big city.
No. I'd never do that to Chloe.
Speaking of, I know she's been dying to see you. Hold on. Chloe! You have a visitor!
Alright guys, so that is the end of episode 3. And boy was there a twist at the end, so let's talk about that for a second. So I have to admit, I did kind of see it coming that Max's power was going to evolve and that we were gonna actually go into the past. They had several things throughout this episode in particular where they were talking about Chloe's dad and him dying and how that's been just this huge thing in her life, and yada yada. And when her mom gave Max that picture, I was like, what's gonna happen if Max actually ends up going even farther back in time to be able to change something that big? And it was very cool. You know, it was really cool to see that actually happen and to see the repercussions of that. And so I don't know exactly how to feel about this, because I see a couple of different ways that they can take this. One, which I think would be I don't know, I want to say it's the less interesting way, but I'm not sure. So you guys let me know what you think. So one way I see this going is that they use this as kind of a reset button a little bit. So this is kind of an altered timeline, and I don't know whether or not the choices that you made in the previous, up until this point, in the previous whole 3 episodes, if those things will still matter or still carry over, because you can imagine that if the timeline is that different, then you may not have even needed to make some of the choices that you did, because you don't know the ripple effect that could have had on whatever is going on. You know, I assume if there's some, you know, psychopath out there who's kidnapping and killing people, that would still be happening, that, you know, Chloe's dad being alive wouldn't have changed that. But it also doesn't make sense that Chloe's dad being alive would mean that Max is sort of popular now and in the Vortex Club and all that. So it's odd, you know. I don't know why that seemed to have the ripple effect that it did, and so it could be interesting kind of seeing why that happened, but it also could be this way of resetting things so that, you know, if Kate had died in your timeline, maybe she's now alive still, or maybe she's dead now if she was supposed to be dead, quote unquote, and you had saved her, but, you know, in this timeline you didn't. So that's interesting. We ended this episode again on this weird nature thing. So, you know, in the first one we had the snow, in the second one we had the eclipse, and in this one we have the whales that have beached themselves and died. And so it seems like whatever is happening in the world is not different. You know, Max still has her powers, presumably. And whatever is occurring in this town that's kind of these natural or spiritual or mystical forces that are coming together to create whatever is going on in that regard is still happening, as evidenced by the whales. So whether this timeline is different in other ways, it seems to still be the same in that respect. And so here we come to the biggest reveal here, is that, you know, Chloe has been in some kind of accident, I assume, and is in a wheelchair, is hooked up to all this stuff, and is very different. Like, her life has gone very differently than it did before. And so I said that the first thing that they could have done with this is to make it sort of this reset button, and we move on from here, and the choices that you made before may or may not make any difference. The second thing that they could do is have Max go back and change it back. to the way that it was. And honestly, I think that that's more likely because I don't anticipate them wanting to lose Chloe as that character. And things are just so different. And so, I don't know, I feel like in the next episode we're going to have Max have to make this difficult choice of going back and, I guess, quote unquote, fixing things so that they're back to the way that they were. And, you know, her having to decide, should she sacrifice Chloe's dad to change things back to the way that they were? You know, what is the better of the two options? Because, you know, if Chloe had the choice, I imagine that she would choose to keep her dad alive. You know, whether or not that means sacrificing, you know, her own physical abilities. Because she just seems to be the kind of person who would do that, based on her relationship with her dad. So, I don't know, is Max gonna make that choice for her? Is she gonna let her know that she made that choice for her? I don't know. But I think it's gonna be really, really interesting to find out. And honestly, when I finished playing this, I was like, what? They cannot end this here. And when is episode 4 coming out? Because dang it, I need it right now. So they definitely got me hooked. This episode just continues, this game continues to be very, very good to me, in my opinion. I think it's really good storytelling. I really am enjoying the characters. I'm interested to see this overall story of if Rachel Amber is kidnapped, who kidnapped her. I mean, I have a couple of thoughts, but honestly, I really don't know who that could be. I feel like either it's a minor character or someone that we haven't met yet. Maybe someone like Nathan's dad, that we have heard about but haven't really seen. So that's your little teaser for episode 4. Not very much to go on there. But it looks like this it's the Vortex Club party that's happening. So whether that's in the alternate timeline or the original timeline, I have no idea. It would be super interesting if the game sort of had a divergent path and you could choose whether or not to go back, or whether to keep it, you know, on this timeline right now. I don't know, but this was crazy. I really loved it. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next episode.